Hey there, in today's travel tip video, you will learn what you do not need to pack for a long flight. When I fly internationally, that's usually when my flights are really long, like over 10 hours maybe. And usually it's a long haul flight that is at night. And that can help when you're trying to figure out what is essential for the airplane ride for that long of a time. One of my travel tips is to not wear bulky clothing as your travel outfit inside the airplane. This is the newest scarf that I love because when I usually wear a scarf when we live near DC, I felt like they were bulky and would jut my head forward. This has a certain fabric that it lays right. It drapes my body instead of sits on top of my body. And it does have two hidden pockets. And the best tip is that this is top quality. The zippers are hidden because they are the same color as the fabric. I have compared a travel blanket for the airplane with my scarf. And you'll see that it takes up far less room, which means you have more room in your personal item bag or at your airplane seat. This travel blanket feels like one of those new baby blankets. It's so totally soft. We use those for years at soccer games. If you are packing the outer layers, in case you get cold, I would stay away from a heavy, bulky sweatshirt. Just pack a hoodie without a hood that can zip. It's easier to take off, especially if you're in the middle seat for that long of a flight. Or cashmere. And the Nordstrom brand cashmere is my favorite because you can wear it by itself on vacation if it's cold, but it's also a bouncy, lightweight, but effective layering piece to keep you very warm if the airplane is cold for that whole flight. Which leads me to another tip. Do not wear sandals inside the airplane if it's a really long flight in case it is absolutely freezing, or bring socks that you can wear if that's an option if you have to wear your sandals. Do not miss the Nordstrom anniversary sale, which happens in July, because those sweaters will sell out and they won't be available again until like November. When they are available, I'm gonna make them pop up. You'll see the shopping tab when they are available. That takes you right to that website. And you can shop. It does not stop me talking. I have a free printable that I'll put in the first comment that gives you some ideas of comfortable clothing to wear inside the airplane if you have time to look for that. Another travel tip is to wear compression socks or compression leggings. Mine are the old Zella brand from like 8 years ago from Nordstrom, but my Dr. Scholl's compression socks look like business socks and they're mild compression. I would ask your doctor if you do have circulation issues, because during a long haul flight, you need to help your blood stay circulated. And one tip or trick that you can do is to get up a lot, walk to the back, to the front a couple of times each, once an hour. And then another travel hack that my mom's foot doctor told her was, while you're sitting inside the airplane seat, you're going to do the ABCs, all the alphabet with each foot, lowercase, or else your ankle and shin muscles will be so sore. So just do the lowercase alphabet, and that really will help. While you are learning these travel tips for a long flight, I want you to be thinking of what type of passenger will you be, or do you think you're going to be during a 10-hour flight or longer? Are you going to just chill out and watch movies the whole time? Are you going to sleep also? Or are you going to be doing all the things? Because now you can really be productive. You're going to be journaling, you're going to be working on your laptop, you're going to be watching movies, you're going to be then reading a book. There are certain items that you would need to pack that other passengers would not need to pack. I think that's going to help you while you're watching this video. But I'm also going to give you some tips and tricks on the what ifs so that you can still pack a minimum amount but have it all if you need it. If you think you're going to sleep on the airplane, you can pack the turtle, which is a wrap. I just do not think I would be able to sleep because my head is going to lean over or fall forward and keep waking me up if I by chance fall asleep. So I always pack my neck pillow. It is for tall necks only, just so you know. And the straps on the back are Velcro. And the reason they're on the back is to hold your head up because they slide around the headrests that come forward. They're gonna slide around there. It's like wearing a really stiff neck brace, but it is wonderful if you think you need help falling asleep. One travel hack is do not even pack a neck pillow because that takes up so much space, and some small airlines, I think, which may not be international, they're starting to charge you for a neck pillow or a blanket. One lady, I promise you, we saw her wear like an old-timey quilt draped over her, and then she had a stretchy belt around like it was some fashion statement, but she got that quilt on in case that flight was cold. My travel tip is that I do not think you need to pack a neck pillow, okay? Here's what you're going to do. You fill a compression cube with the sweater you might need, a shirt, some undies, socks, or another shirt as well. And you're gonna zip the first zipper, and that's going to make it a cube. And then the second zipper is what compresses all of the air in between those clothes. It makes it like a book, and that's going to be in your personal item bag. And if you get sleepy, you can put it down as a pillow against your tray table or against the window if you're in the window seat. When I went to Belgium for the Christmas markets in December, I packed a long haul flight pouch that I was going to have all of my travel essentials for the airplane seat in. And I'm going to slide that into my airplane seat back pocket in front of me, but you can see it's pretty bulky. So you've got to think, what will I really need and what can stay in my under the airplane seat bag during the flight until I really need it, if I do need it. After a long haul flight, you're going to need to brush your hair. I just thought I would show this because I use this daily. I bought it as a travel essential, and to me, it's too bulky to pack. So I just pack a comb because that's all I need for my hair. But remember, when you're sitting in an airplane seat, the back of your hair sometimes squishes up. So you might need to refresh it with a comb or a pick. This is something that I just started using for my river cruise trip in April because my eyes have such a hard problem reading something or even watching movies. That's my style. Watching movies on Netflix on my phone during the long flight because it's pitch black all around me, and then I have the bright light on my phone. This is the travel tip of why I bought this, because look how wide it opens. It opens if you're gonna have a big book or your phone or the phone on a prop, if that doesn't work for you. It folds flat, okay? You can bend it however you want to, and it comes in pink, but here's the light, and then it has, like, I haven't even charged this since Belgium, and I also used it for the April trip. If your eyes start bothering you or watering like crazy because of the light, you're going to not put the light on the book or the computer or phone. You're going to splay it to the side or like towards your shirt so that there's more light in front of your eyes so that they're not straining so bad. Woo! It's got 3 settings on it. If you are flying to an international destination, a reading light like this is a great idea for those first couple of nights when you are awake at 2 a.m. for the rest of the night. Another item that is essential for me when I am in a long flight is look at that. The 2 things that I take out of my liquids bag right after airport security and throw in this little pouch for the airplane seat, remember? This has my Gold Bond for Diabetics lotion. It's about as shallow as some contact lenses. It comes in a set of 3 or more, a couple of different colors, but it's my moisturizer for my hands because after washing my hands once, they're like prickly dry, and then my eye drops, whatever size your eye drops are. You can transfer those before you get in the airplane. If you have never seen these are cards that are waterproof, but they're for the tray table because they're so skinny if you're bringing teenagers, etc., etc. Another item that is essential is a tin or one of these little smooth bags that comes in a set of 35 with your earrings that you're going to have for the end of the flight. And then also do not forget about these. You need to take 2 at a time, not take them, but chew them 2 at a time for them to really be enough suds in your mouth. They're toothpaste tablets. I don't pack them to use on my vacation. I pack them for the end of a really long flight. And that's gonna refresh you and help wake you up. I have a whole video about jet lag tips and ways to beat it that I'll have pop up there for you. I'm also going to pack my AirPods in my airplane seat pouch, okay, for the long flight, not my tech bag or my tech travel case. My recent trip to Mexico, I only took this little narrow one, which is fine for me. But because I'm going to be using my AirPods, I don't need all the other stuff that goes with charging my AirPods, because I need these easily accessible if I want to watch a movie or if I want to listen to music or an audiobook. But here's something you'll need to pack in there in the flight pouch if you think you're going to fall asleep, are these little AirPod covers. They have a really strong magnet. This cord does not get tangled. You can put them on the back or on the front, and if the AirPods fall out while you're sleeping or happen to fall asleep, you will not lose them in between the seat. For my tech bag, I'm going to keep my portable charger for my cell phone in the tech bag for the flight. I know some people will charge their phone with the little outlets. If you can find them under the seat in front of you or in between the seats that you're sitting on. So I will just save that for after the flight, or just throw that in there. This one does not need a cord. It's my newest one. And then the other one that I have is just flat, but you do need the cord to attach it to your phone. This one just attaches with the little thing right there. Before 2020, I never packed an antibacterial wipe, but now airlines have stopped giving them out. So I just bought myself a set because they're antibacterial. I can throw 1 or 2 in there for how many flights I'm going to have for the tray table, the seat belt buckle, and the surrounding areas. But it comes with this box, and you can take off the top and just keep that right beside your pouches or your liquid containers in your bathroom. One travel tip for a long flight is do not pack your in-flight essentials for the airplane seat deep within your personal item bag, because you need those accessible mid-flight. You can pack them in the pouch or pack them in an easily accessible pocket on the outside of your tote bag. If you need to pack a book, a Kindle, iPad, and other in-flight essentials, I highly recommend the tray table pocket organizer for airplane seats. Those pockets are so deep and they are stretchy without going all the way to the floor, if that makes sense. And they're within arm's reach, especially if you are short. For a long haul flight, this travel tip is do not pack the inflatable ball or a beach ball or things like that to prop your legs up on to increase blood flow and circulation, because they're just they're a nuisance to the people beside you. I highly would recommend that you rather pack one of those little swing things. It does not shake the airplane seat in front of you, but here is the important tip. You cannot have them hanging on the tray table bars when the flight is boarding and before you take off, okay? Because flight attendants need all aisles clear in case of an emergency takeoff or landing. So wait until you start to take off and then just slip it over the bars, and it helps so much. It is not meant to swing. Like you're not going to sit in your airplane seat and swing your feet on this accessory. It's meant so that if you need to move your legs and push them out to be a little straighter, you can. And if you need them totally bent, like at 90 degrees, you can also do that. But it does not shake the seat in front of you. Another travel tip is do not pack all of your money in one location if you're worried about the people beside you. I usually just keep it in my wallet, but if I'm gonna have my passport or other important documents or a lot of cash, I'm going to protect those valuables by doing several things. Number one, you can put the passport or any cash or valuables inside an inner pocket that is zippable. You can use these zipper clips that will connect your zippers together if you need that, and it just mainly is to slow down a criminal, okay? It's like that. It's like a little carabiner hook. It easily connects to the little hole of the zipper beside it, and it just will slow down a criminal. You can also wear one of these waistband hidden money belts, but you cannot wear this through airport security. It is not buckled or anything, so after airport security, you've got to slide it on underneath your pants, okay? But it does hold 2 passports standing up. You might need it while you're touring all day, if that's needed for you to do that. You can also have a hidden money belt just for like pickpocketing areas, but this also goes under your pants because it's hidden and you never want to reach for it out in public, but it cannot be worn in airport security either. But it does have the buckle, and the reason why I chose this one is because the buckle is embedded so it doesn't poke through if you're wearing a dress, but it has like 5 different pockets if you really are worried about that. When I went on my pilot wife trip in December to Belgium, the lady who was on a different airline, her passport did get stolen mid-flight. She thinks. They did recover it, but I cannot remember how. Whatever it was, he could have given it to her earlier than he really did. When I was in my river cruise trip and came back from Amsterdam with a 10-hour flight, I realized going over that I had forgotten my phone prop, okay? Do not forget to pack your phone prop. This also will hold an iPad. It's very sturdy, but it folds flat, but I usually keep it packed inside my airplane pouch because I can fold it over like that. A travel hack is to unfold a magazine and prop your phone up against the bind or the spine of that magazine, but it's a pain, let me tell you. I tell you, I learned these mistakes after 20 years flying standby and with only a carry-on suitcase. I still make the same mistakes, and that's why I want to share them with you. All right, be sure to check out the printable down below, and then anything else that is absolutely necessary to you will also be down there in the paragraph or in the first comment.